Hello, people. I am Kyosho, and this is the Worry of Newport. This is I guess you would call it a total conversion. I'm not sure. It's a mod for Crysis, and it's kind of an adventure game. Not really. As far as I know, there's no shooting or anything in it. And this came out a few years ago, and I wanted to do a Let's Play of it then, but I didn't own Crysis. And then I got Crysis in a sale a while back, and I forgot all about this mod. Then suddenly I remembered it existed, and yeah, it's time to play it. So this is a Lovecraft-inspired sort of horror adventure type thing. So let's go ahead and start this. And there's a narrator, so I'll be having to stop talking a lot to listen to him. And yeah, it's set up to be like a book, I guess. The Worry of Newport. From the critically acclaimed author of Triptych. I can't read what that says from here. It's kind of blurry. Press any key. Okay.
Gray, I swear on the word of God that you will be punished for what you've done. You will not escape judgment with me alive.
Okay.
You don't believe me? Of course. You do not know what I know. The signs I have observed condemning you to death. And do not trifle with me about these oaths you took that you think protect you. Your allies have turned their back on you. Before we part ways, Gray, let me tell you these signs. I will give you a deal. I will show you what you've done to Newport. And when I am done, you may kill me. You accept? Good. It all started. I awoke, choked by the ocean depths. That was how it all started. How it all began.
So... Oh, I'm in control, and I'm underwater. Right. Okay. So, I'm just trying to figure out the story here. So, I'm playing as the guy that's talking, and I'm not really sure what this... He's gonna let him kill...
And when I pulled my body out of the water, it felt like lead. Worst of all, though, is that my memory betrayed me. I had no idea where I was.
Well, we're on a broken, oh. Okay, so we're on a broken dock is where we are. There's a lighthouse, and but yeah, so he's telling back this story, and I'm experiencing it as him, and apparently Gray is responsible for whatever's about to happen. I have no idea. Okay, anyways, let's just go. Stuff burning way out there. And over there. Let's see if I can't. Nope, invisible wall. Okay. So yeah, the atmosphere already is just so awesome. I see something over there. A boat or a buoy? Hmm. Also, sometimes I don't really like the whole raindrops on the screen thing, because it kind of makes you feel like you're looking through a window, but I kind of like it here.
But I understood then that the world I had come to arrive in was foreboding and dangerous. This port had not seen life in what looked like decades to me then. I ventured forward, making my first mistake. Going further.
Looks like maybe a hurricane or something had been through here, or I don't know. Typhoon? No, typhoon's a storm, right? What's the word I'm thinking of? For the big wave. They had one a couple of years ago that was really bad. What was it? What's the word I'm looking for? Like a tidal wave, but yeah, okay. Let's just go. I'm rambling. Kinda. I can't go in the water, which is really. I was thinking it's blood, but it looks a little too black. But when it shines, I don't know. I think it's oil or something. It's really bright. Alright. This way then. Oh, by the way, if you didn't notice, every time he talks, I can't move. Hey, can I get over to that building? It's gotta be. Unless I can climb across that wire. Sure seems like it's attracting me to go over there. I don't know. Anyways. But yeah, every time he narrates something, it freezes me in place and I can't move from that spot. I can just turn around. So if you see me stop strangely, that's why. Left mouse button over book to open it. Press 2 for page 2, etc. When done reading, press right mouse button to close book. Okay. Oh, that text is small. Okay. Let's see. Tonnage yields for line, net, and spear have been higher per capita here than on any other colony in the Three Islands sector, with Newport's projected catch numbers for August and September being even higher still than July's figures. Wow, okay. This astounding upwards inclination will soon fill all our warehouses, bringing on an unprecedented coverage that will be traded away as soon as possible. The facts behind the increases are wholly unknown to us, and while morale is high among the fishermen, the elders, myself included, are cautiously worried, as this is something that Edgar Gray foreshadowed 2 months ago. When the fish swim only around our shores, he began on that stormy night, a monumental change will be upon us. Gray is a cryptic man. On the evenings when sleep escapes me, I lie in the stillness and sometimes recall the bitter hatred in his voice on that night, and think wearily of what is to come. So Gray is like a prophet, or boy, my brain is blanking on terms today. I don't know. A precog, like in I crouch. There we go. I think it's oil or something. Like in yeah, that movie. Philip K. Dick was a book. Tom Cruise. Derp. Anyways, where am I? Oh, maybe I shouldn't be let's playing today, but I just kind of wanted to play this. Anyways, let's go.
Not quite, Gray. I only climbed onto that broken pier to get a better look at the port. but the fog clouded my vision, so I turned around.
No, I didn't. I'm just gonna stare. Okay, I'm gonna mention it now so I don't go into it later. His accent's a little muddled. I don't know if he's an American or some other nationality that's doing this accent, or if he's just a guy that's moved around overseas a lot to different areas, but his accent's really weird. Like it's off somehow. So Gray can see the future, or at least predict fish movements. Yeah, if there's a lot of fish, like more than usual, I would think that there's something causing the fish to move, or there is going to be a lot less fish very soon, and you'll fish out all the fish, and then you'll have no fish. But what was I watching? I was watching something recently where fish were moving because a shark was chasing them, so maybe there's some sharks. I don't know, whatever. Kinda wanna get somewhere and find something. But this is pretty cool, I mean, yeah.
You know as well as I what lives in the waters around Newport.
Oh?
I needn't say that one attacked me.
Oh god. Thought there wasn't. Jesus! I didn't see anything in the water, I don't think. Can I go in the water now? No. So there is something in the water, like, well, not sharks, but... Oh right, this is Lovecraft inspired, so it could be... Yeah, pretty much anything. Big monster. Okay. Cages. This is pretty creepy. I wonder if I can't just get up on the power lines and walk on those. Probably not. I can't even... Invisible wall. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Surprised this dock isn't like moving with my weight or something. Wow. The lights are driving me that way and that way. And the lighthouse is that. I'm gonna go this way first. There's a bench. What? Oh. Yeah, that's not dangerous. Not at all. Okay. Let's see what's in this little shack.
I climbed up to the broken captain's quarters. The only object of use was a book on the table. His journal.
Spoilers? I haven't even got there. Well, I'll look at the book in a minute. Oh, alcohol. Or are they just empty bottles? It's hard to tell.
I was careful not to tear the soaked pages as I opened the book.
I didn't...
It was mostly indecipherable, save for the last entries. They read.
Oh, god damn. Okay. August 1st, 1935. Oh, I didn't read the date on that other paper that was over there. Oh well. Overwatch Commander Alan Marsh. Less fish and wood for the same standing price was traded to the Prussian merchants than we're accustomed to, netting a larger profit for our trade quarter. Credit goes to Edgar Gray. Fully. The man somehow convinced the portly, slow-thinking peddlers that our product was too valuable for their meager budget to continue unchecked. Gray has a way with his words, to be sure. How else would he stay high priest for a decade? High priest. Huh. That, however, is irrelevant. Could almost pass as hindsight, for in but a few days Gray will no longer be with us. The ceremony of rites will pass him along to the others. Ceremony of rites, okay. All God-fearing men of Newport have long since cleared out of Hamlet and the southern harbor here. Gray and his silent, frocked escorts have been wheeling the cages of things up through the watchman's cave onto the shrine on Gull Cliff, where the ceremony is due. Okay, hold on. Too many things mentioned at once. It's for me to process this. Okay, so ceremony of rites will pass him along to the others. He'll no longer be with us. Does that mean he's gonna die, or does he have to? Is he being banished? Oh God. His frocked escort. Wheeling cages. So I saw cages of things. Things. What does that mean? I mean, it's in a cage, so some sort of creature, animal. Watchman's cave onto the shrine on Gull Cliff. Wonder if we'll be going there. Anyway. I will attend my duties here as portmaster until then. As a member of the Newport hierarchy, I must unfortunately attend that forsaken ritual. In comfort, however, I cherish the fact that Gray will be gone forever. I detest that man. Shipment notice. A number of sacrificial lambs are still in the dockhouse. Sacrificial lambs. Does that mean actual lambs for sacrificing, or does that mean people you're sacrificing? Sacrificial lambs. Is it a euphemism? I don't know. August 3rd. Wait, go back to page 1. Nope, I can't. Okay. I can't remember what date it was. I think it was also August 3rd, wasn't it? I don't know. 1935, diary entry, Overwatch Commander Alan Marsh. Okay. Gray came to me this evening with a troubled look in his eye. He was soaked head to toe in water and smelled like the damned. He was out of breath, his signature umbrella was slung over his shoulder uselessly, and his eyes spoke of fright. A thing I had never seen before possessed him. All he had to tell me was, "A storm is coming, Marsh." And when I inquired, he continued to baffle me with allegories and riddles of unknown doom that would soon befall us. And then, unsurprising, he began to argue with me about the transitional ceremony. He began to spit and moan about how his plan, the generational offering, was better than the ritual we agreed with them before about. I called him mad and was about to slam the door in his face and have a stiff drink before he told me. Wait a minute. So, okay, this is This is definitely Lovecraft stuff. So they're sacrificing people to the gods, or whatever you want to call them, the old ones or whatever. Right. Okay. You don't understand, Marsh. The people of Newport, I have convinced them. I am here to stay, I promise you. It will be for the betterment of Newport that I am not sacrificed. I have arranged this change in ceremony with the ambassador of the Black Vienne. Probably pronouncing that wrong. He accepted my proposal. As horrible as it may be, Marsh, as vicious as sacrificing our children is, what do we stand to gain if they turn on us later, and I am not here to save Newport? You're going to sacrifice your children instead of yourself. I realized what Gray had done. The consequence of his rash decision and selfish planning will be the downfall of Newport. I worry that it is too late for me to do anything to save Newport. I see a storm on the horizon just over the Atlantic. Perhaps Gray was right after all. Okay.
When I closed the book,
Oh.
I was lost in thought. Who were these people? And what happened to them? Sacrifices? Ceremonies? It was overwhelming. I explored the dockhouse from here, curious to see what the portmaster had referred to as things for myself. Human curiosity, even in this part of my life.
So, I have read a little bit of Lovecraft. Now, when people talk about Lovecraft, it's not all stuff written by him, like he started it, obviously, but Lovecraftian stuff is written by tons of people. Like, even way back, right after he wrote his stuff, there were people writing, as far as I can remember anyways. And to this day, people are still writing. I mean, that's what this is, so. But yeah, old ones, giant, indescribable creatures that have power over minds and all sorts of evil, really creepy things. Like, the horror of Lovecraftian stuff is much, I would say, deeper than other things like, say, Stephen King or something. Like, Stephen King is like fluffy, happy compared to Lovecraftian stuff typically. So this is sounding interesting. A community that sacrifices things to assumably something in the water, or yeah, because he was saying about the dock. So, and then this dude didn't want to die, so he convinced the town to sacrifice their children. Okay. Wait a minute. All that... This isn't plugged into anything. So how is there electricity? What... Unless there was... I'm confused. I don't know. There might have been a line going across the water that I didn't notice. That's pretty... Okay. Now... well, yeah, he said to go down here, right? The dock house or whatever. Is that a building? Or is that a wall? It's really dark, it's hard to tell. See, this thing has electricity over here. And these are burning, but they could be hooked up to gas lines now that I think of it. Yeah, they look like gas. So, underground gas lines. And this is supposed to be the 1930s. Or at least what happened here was in the 1930s. It could be later. I don't remember what date it said it was at the beginning. Crap. I thought it was like the 60s. I don't know. Oh, can I have that? Damn it. There's the cages. There's nothing in them. Some potatoes.